Hey everyone, Cody Menz here. Another WoT's new video. Not too much to go over this week as far as like new news, content, super exciting stuff, but got a few things here. Also going to touch a little bit on your guys' opinion, which please, provide some feedback in the comment section. Comments, concerns, ideas about the whole Foot Locker, Holiday Ops boxes, stuff like that, when it comes to this game mode, but also kind of going forward to the game, since it's a little bit concerning, these Foot Lockers, if you ask me. In any event though, let's get into what's kind of happening. So the 1.10.1 common test server third version kind of went live today. Lots of little bug fixes and stuff like that. Nothing too eye-opening. If you ask me, a bunch of little things. Main thing with this patch coming, E50M line being rebalanced, Chinese medium tanks being rebalanced, small map changes, also some encounter mode changes, and improvements to the battle communication system, little tweaks and stuff. The planned release for 1.10.1 for the live server, it's slated to be released the night of October 20th. And I believe that's for all servers, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of is going to kick off, if you had to ask me, the October Halloween event that we're most likely going to see. There's some sort of special Halloween event this year. If you remember last year, they did not do a Halloween event. However, some teases and leaks did come out. Essentially, it's a mix. If they used last year's that didn't come out for this year, the original Halloween mode with the Leviathan, plus the second Halloween mode with kind of the bots that you had to fight and collect stuff. It looks like it's a mismatch of both of those put together on like a special unique map set like in hell, and maybe we'll see that this year. I'm assuming there's going to be special content, maybe a tank, kind of like the Waffentrager mode here is our best guess. But who knows, maybe we'll see more when the patch releases here, because most likely they might include it with the patch. In any event though, last chance for anniversary store. Everyone who's been saving their tokens and anniversary coins for no reason, even though Wargaming and everyone's telling them nothing special is going to come, please spend them before October 12th, because you don't really get anything for it. Why not buy stuff, decals, inscriptions, styles, emblems, and personal reserves and tanks and stuff. Spend them. There's no point in holding on to them. Don't know why people keep doing that. Fair play update. So some people got banned. So the NA server specifically, 187 accounts were penalized. 120 of those were their first warning, not warming. It's not like a housewarming party. 67 were banned permanently, however. So awesome. And basically if you cheat, you deserve to be banned and lose all your progression. Waffentrager event. So for those that don't know, Waffentrager E-220, you'll see staff playing it. This is the last weekend here, where basically Friday through Sunday here, you'll see a lot of CCs playing it. No Twitch drops this weekend, unfortunately. However, lots of CCs here, and if you click on this little button here, it'll show the schedule. You'll have up to 10 CCs per hour. Some Wargaming employees as well. Playing the 220, you can earn essentially Foot Lockers and keys, or no, mainly Foot Lockers for beating the E220 in battle. And I'll be streaming Friday night and also Sunday night. We'll be doing like special battles, because let's be honest, beating the Waffentrager E-220 is not very easy. Last weekend, I think I lost like four or five out of like 40 plus battles, and we're playing like no HUD, literally every handicap imaginable, like one shot at a time, no kills, so on and so forth. And yeah, it was interesting. Gonna try that again, and we'll see how it goes. Don't forget, tank rewards is kind of a thing. Claim your stuff. I don't really get too much of this since so many special events, and unfortunately you don't really gain too much progress without playing standard battles. But nevertheless, do not forget your tank rewards, because a lot of times people forget to claim these and you don't get your goodies. In the 1.10 or 1.10.1, I don't know why Vegas didn't call it 1.11. But anyway, they added a couple little things. One of them, basically Day of the Dead, and the other one here, kind of like a little angled one, essentially. But basically, starting to see a little bit of Halloween stuff, which this is where I'm assuming that we are going to see more stuff when it comes to the Halloween mode release with that patch on the 20th/21st of October. Getting into the Waffentrager event, so the not holiday ops boxes, but the special loot boxes. This is where, so one gripe, gonna start with some complaints here, and this is where, like, you guys in the comment section, give me your ideas. Like, are you frustrated about things too? So, like, everyone liked holiday ops boxes. They were kind of like good for both ends. Player base, you got like good value for gold and premium time specifically, and then also all the other little goodies you possibly could get. And essentially, player base got, some discounts on gold, premium time, maybe extra, if you rolled a tank and stuff. Wargaming, got a crap ton of people buying stuff who might not otherwise buy things. Plus they were a little bit addicting. You could open 5 at a time, super quick, just boom, 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 open them up. And now with the foot lockers here, you can reopen them, which, they even give you this little prompt here, which I'm assuming they put here because they know that this is gambling. Like, I know that, it kind of makes sense to re-roll at least the first one, but you're losing your previous roll, and you can get something, and it goes up here, gold price. You can get something worse, but then, oh my god, I pulled an IS-6, so I just got 10,600 gold. And obviously I'm going to claim it here. And, say if the poor soul, keeps re-rolling, you might get like something completely worthless after that, or like a little bit of a prize. The one thing, like, I'm afraid of is A, it takes forever to, open these things. Where it seems like, to be completely honest, Wargaming, they're trying to overcomplicate something that did not need to be changed. Like, we don't need reroll mechanics for a loot box. Like, that's what they are. Holiday ops boxes, foot lockers. They're freaking loot boxes. They're just, But the whole reroll mechanic, yes, like, the value's there, and they make the argument, well, your first reroll is free. It's like, it literally, like, and this is where it gets me, like, when you think about, like, movies and, like, just, like, common, like, what, idioms or whatever, like, the word is, like, the first hit's free. That's kind of what it feels like. Where, it's addicting, to where they want you to spend more gold, and then, like, oh my god, like, do I spend an extra 500 gold, but I guess I'm stuck with a freaking demount kit. It's, whether or not it's worth it, I don't think it's necessary. And I feel like they've definitely screwed up when it comes to this, because they're not quick to open. You have that bad taste in your mouth if you spend extra to re-roll it. And I feel like it's not necessary. Like the Waffentrager event, they could have just went forward with what Holiday Ops had, where you have your box, you open it up, you get your gold or premium time or whatever, your basic thing, and then you have the second tier rewards that you also roll. You might get lucky, get a tank or something else. I don't think we need a reroll mechanic. Like, it seems like they're trying their best to force it and say, like, oh well, you don't have to do it, or the first one's free with the gold that comes in the box, and the value's there, which a lot of CCs have done the numbers and stuff like that, to where spending the extra gold, usually it's been worth it, but at the same times, like, sometimes it isn't. You can get unlucky. You can spend a crap ton of gold and then you get a demount kit. Screw you. Where I just don't see how or why we need this. Like, it feels very, I guess, like predatory, but the game, like, had a huge like positive, I guess from the community's sake, like holiday ops boxes. This is the only game I've seen where people are like, yay, loot boxes. You know, it was just once a year, but like people freaking love them because it was a good value. It was good for both sides. And you know, yes, there's some RNG in it, and like, you know, you wanting like a certain tank, you get it mainly for the gold and the premium time, but people still buy them for the tanks and buy like hundreds of them and don't get like the Type 59 or, you know, the Object 703 version 2. And who knows what the hell's going to be in this year. And, you know, both sides kind of get what they want out of it. Players, Wargaming. Now Wargaming, they're throwing this extra mechanic in, which, you know, whether it's worth it or not isn't the argument. I feel like it's, we don't freaking need it. Like, it's just overcomplicating, causing, you know, frustration because A, it takes longer to open them, you know, B, you can end up with a freaking 1D mount kit at the end after spending shit tons of gold. And on top of that, like, you know, the debate is whether it's gambling or not. Yes, it is. Where you can make the argument with the holiday ops boxes in the past, you get your value plus some every single box. These, you can't make that argument because sometimes you get screwed, and it's not like you even re-roll and you could pick the thing that you just had and now you got something worse. You can't even pick the thing before. You know, screw you, you get spent more gold, you get a demount kit. You can't pick like that credit bundle or personal reserves or premium time. So you're paying them to get worse things sometimes. But in any event, let me know your comments in the below comment section. And, you know, honestly, like, I'm a little bit worried they're gonna screw holiday ops up. And, you know, I think this is where, you know, the player base, whether you think Wargaming doesn't listen to you or does listen to you or whatever server you're on, keep up your basically feedback on this because they are listening. They want your feedback. And honestly, don't, you know, kind of forget about it. Keep it up to where, you know, even with the event ending after this weekend, if people are still like, holy crap, they might do this for Halloween. They might do this for like once a month, every single special event they do. Like, it's definitely setting like a precedent, and, you know, they test things out before making it like a common occurrence, and this is the first time we've seen this. And while a lot of people are, you know, complaining about it, I don't feel like it's being, I guess, the forefront of things right now where it probably should be. In any event, thanks for watching, see you all, and I'll see you next week.